Okay, enough of the sanding bullshit. I don't think the world needs to see another damn sanding video. I don't know what the attraction is. What's going to be next? People creating a video watching paint dry. Anyhow, so this is my front hatch from my Alberg 37. Right now I'm working all the little details out. So my first thing was the previous owner, whoever it was, or whoever installed it, those, where I already closed this spot in, had one of those little solar powered little miniature fans installed. I don't know why people do this shit. I guess, the idea is to keep some air flowing inside the boat, keeps it from mildewing. Fine, that's good, but here's my thing. Number one, those things have failed after a few years. They're simply for the fact those little solar panels, they're so cheaply made, they're dull up, the fans that crap out. But the biggest thing is my front hatch, when I work in my boat, work in my sails, walk towards the mast, I sometimes step on the hatch. And so that's number one, I got rid of this thing. Number two, the hatch itself, the center part at least here, was fairly thin. So if I would step on there, it would start denting in because they had, maybe a 1/4 inch fiberglass. So what I did, after I closed this up, I reinforced it. This is actually another 3 layers of fairly thick fiberglass mat on there. So now this thing is probably something like 1/2 inch thick, and so I can step on it now. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do on this front hatch. And then I'm thinking about putting an electric actuator on there to be able to open this thing remotely, electrically. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do it. I tried it once before, it didn't work all that well. I just ordered another actuator. If it works, I'm gonna install it and I'm gonna put another video on it. So yeah, so right now I'm doing the final sanding on this, which I'm not gonna post on YouTube. If you want to watch sanding videos, knock yourself out. There's plenty of them on there. I guess some people find this extremely interesting. I'm very annoyed by it. I hate doing it. I'm using those little 5-inch orbital sanders here. They work best for small surfaces anyways. I'm not gonna go overboard much on it. I'm just gonna have to close those holes in still because they're from the old brackets. Oh, another thing what I did, where the hinges were mounted, that was originally, as you can see, went like this, and the nuts and bolts protrude through it. And what I did, I just simply took the resin and mixed it up with this fairing compound, silica powder, whatever you want to call it, and close it in. And once it's painted over, it just looks better. Gives a little bit more strength too. Not that it's really necessary. I really just don't like looking at those nuts and bolts. Plus they were kind of crooked in there anyways. Yeah, when they manufacture those things, they're kind of sloppy. Those hinges are pretty good. They're pretty solid on those hatches. They just have pins in there. And the nice thing is they're reversible. That means you can either pin it to the front or the back, however you prefer to open that hatch. I'm going to prefer to open it towards the back for various reasons which I get into later on. But in any event, it can also be double pinned just in case you're in bad weather, high wave storms, what have you. So you basically secure them. 2 pins here through there, and that hatch will be basically really closed. So right now it's freaking hot out here in Florida, September 2022. I think it's probably still 90 degrees or 95 degrees right now. I'm working in the shade, which makes it a little bit better with a big fan going here. I decided finally moving outside my workshop, because what I did, I started doing all this shit in my workshop, and sure shit, I fucked it all up. Look at all this damn dust here everywhere. And even though I got fans going, doesn't do too much, you know, it's just too much dust. Every fucking thing is now covered with this fiberglass dust. It's disgusting. So it's gonna be lots of fucking air blowing, cleaning up, what have you. I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna be sanding in here again, no matter what. I'm working on my friend's steel sailboat, his rudder, all made out of steel. It's all pretty rusty, but I'm not gonna get into this right now. I may make a video clip about this later on. But yeah, goddamn, I got more spider webs in it than in an 80s horror movie. Look at this shit. Anyhow, I guess this gets boring enough, so I'm getting back to work now, and continue on video documenting my progress on my sailboat project. 5, almost 6 years into it now. Maybe gets done one day. Yeah, look at this shit. Holy fuck. Anybody wants to volunteer helping cleaning this shit up? Oh god. More spider webs too. Joy, joy. Alright. Thank you for watching. So I finally got my front hatch pretty much done. Did some new, I took the teak wood off. Actually, as a matter of fact, it wasn't even teak wood. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Anyways, I refurbished my front hatch, reinforced it with a few more mats of fiberglass, and then I actually decided to put an electric actuator on there to open and close it. Not that this is really necessary, but I just did because I could. So here's how it works. I got a remote control, push a button, and it opens. And push a different button and it closes. Can't get any more simple than that. Well, so there were several reasons why I decided to do it that way. In the past, when I lay down, take a nap in the V berth, or actually sleep during the night, and have the hatch open. Sometimes it starts raining in the middle of the night, and I wake up being rained on. I have to get out of bed and go up there and pull this thing down. So I decided I'm just gonna push buttons and do it like that. I mean, yes, it's being totally lazy. I understand. Also, I didn't want to reuse the old, what are you gonna call that, props or something, hinges, what I had before on this hatch. Well, yeah, the props basically for putting them on, they were all worn out. And I was looking around and couldn't really find anything, and the ones I found, they were actually more expensive than this electric actuator, which I bought on eBay. I think this whole thing include the remote receiver, was like a little bit over 50 bucks, brand new. It has the capability of lift like something like 300 pounds, which that's not really necessary. It's a 4-inch stroke on this actuator, so it's not gonna get this hatch open all the way. I mean, I don't see the point. I even white wood. It's pretty much open to probably like 90%. That's enough for me. Oh, another thing, what I did. Notoriously, every hatch I've seen on any boat, they open towards the front of the boat. Well, in my opinion, it's not very logical, because especially when you plow through waves and you have that front hatch open, and water gets over the bow of the boat, which on the Alberg 37 it's going to do this a lot. Well, the open hatch would scoop the water right into your rebirth. It makes no sense. So I just reversed it. I mean, I had the provision anyways. I could mount it either way. I had on both ends, I had hinge pins. I just left the rear ones. I just took the other part off. So yes, this new hatch mechanism makes me happy. That's all what it is about. There you have it. It's really nothing to it. I mean, it's like so damn easy to install, and that's not gonna be the only one. I'm gonna make my main cockpit hatch move with an electric actuator too, but I'm not there yet. Alright, and here's how it looks from the inside. So yes, I find it much more logical if the hatch opens towards the rear. So if some water splashes over the boat or wave even breaks over, at least most of that water would get deflected by the way the hatch is now, and doesn't get scooped right into the boat. And as far as people thinking that if they would drive the boat and, you know, the wind would blow in the hatch to, you know, cool the boat down. Well, that's a sailboat. It doesn't go that fast, and usually the wind comes from the back anyways, or from the side, so wouldn't make no damn difference. Anyways, just that's what I did. Most likely not everybody's cup of tea. Some people may think this is a little bit over-engineered, but at the time I didn't have nothing better to do, and that's just how it's gonna be. Anyways, like always, thank you for watching.